everybody and welcome back to my channel. My name is Laura or lauraxstitches and I'm back for another Flosstube update. Now I know it's been a little while. It's been since about the middle to end of May. I am going to kind of explain what's been going on and some other news and things like that. So if you are not interested in any of that, go to this time frame. I'm going to flash something up on the screen for when I start talking about stitching and whips and things like that. So head there. But if you are interested, I will talk about that now. Firstly, I called my earrings, just saying, and I got my Flosstube on, so I'm really feeling it today. So in terms of what's been going on, when I finished my last video at the end of May, we were getting really into report writing time. At my school and in most schools around the country, we have reports for students at the end of term 2 and term 4, and it was the end of term 2. And for some reason, I think it was a combination of reports and really busy time of year anyway at school. And also I am studying as well. So I'm doing some religious education studying. I'm at a Catholic school, so I'm doing a bit of that. I had assignments due at the time. It was just a whole combination of stuff and I kind of went into meltdown mode. I wasn't going to the gym like I had been. I was eating terribly. I was just really focused on getting stuff done. So my schedule was kind of like wake up, get ready for work, go to work, stay late at work, come home and do more work, cook dinner, do more work, go to bed. Like I didn't have any other time for stitching or for watching Flosstube or for doing anything. And what really reset me to be back where I should be was in the first week of the holidays, so actually the day after school finished, Matt and I went on a holiday with his family to Queensland. Now I live in Victoria, which is down the bottom of Australia, and so we went up to Queensland, which is a lot warmer. And we left on a really, really stormy day. It was actually caused a bit of damage around where we live. But we were okay, which was really lucky. I just realised I've left the artificial light on. I'll see how that goes when it comes to showing whips. I might turn it off. Yeah, so we were okay, but we had a bit of turbulence, which I don't like. It's only a 2-hour flight, but I'm fine with flying normally. It's just turbulence that freaks me out. So I was clinging onto Matt's arm. So we got there and it was beautiful. And the next day, we got there quite late. And then the next day we woke up, I walked outside and it was hot. Like it was really nice. When I say hot, it wasn't actually hot. Like we're used to a lot warmer temperatures. It was like 22 degrees or something Celsius. So it was really nice considering it's winter here. We had left, I think it was 14 degrees or something. And for us Australians, that's cold. So, and it really reset how I was feeling about everything. I could actually relax. I didn't have to do anything. I just chilled out. We did a few touristy things, but we mostly just hung out and it was really awesome. And while I was there, I was really thinking about how I was going and how my mental state was, and it was really good to have that little reset time. So we came back and on the way back I was stitching, which was really cool, and I'll show you what I worked on. And that really kicked me back into stitching and watching Flosstube and stuff. I still didn't feel like filming a Flosstube. I was just a bit, wasn't really in the mood to do that. It's only been over the last week or so I've decided to film again. But I did come back and I did stitch. And like 2 days after we got back, I was back at the gym. If you follow me on Instagram, you know that I had a pretty, I did a story, and on my Instagram there's obviously highlights for stories, and one of my highlights, my only highlight, is Bridewad, because as you guys know I'm getting married next year. And like I've said before, I know that I am, like, it's okay for me to be in the body that I am when I get married, like that's fine. But for my health, I do think I need to lose a bit and shape up a bit, just for health reasons in general. I've been trying to do it for a long time, and getting engaged was like the kick up the butt, really. So I said on my story that I do feel as though I have like a bit of a food addiction. Like it is something that helps me cope with things which is not healthy. I don't have a very healthy relationship with food. So I got back to the gym and I found a program that I really like to do, involving weights and cardio, which I really like. And I've decided, and I've been doing it for about 20 days now, which is the longest I've really done any kind of food plan for. It's not really a food plan, it's not actually at all. I'm just doing intermittent fasting, and for those people that don't know, that just means that you have a fasting window and an eating window, and it kind of resets and gives your digestive system a bit of a break. And for somebody that would eat a lot quite often, it's actually really helpful. So I'm doing 16-8, which is like the minimum one, so the easiest one to kind of get into, and it works really well with my school life, because obviously as a teacher you only have certain times to eat. You can't just go and eat whenever you feel like it. So I have a really nice schedule going. So pretty much how it works is that I stop eating at 7 o'clock, so we have dinner before 7. If it's a bit after, that's okay, because I can just fast longer or later. So let's say I finish at 7 o'clock, I stop eating then, I can have water until 11 a.m. the next day. So I'm pretty much just not having breakfast or a morning food or whatever. You can have black coffee or water, that's fine, or tea. It just can't be anything that has like a lot of calories or many calories at all. It's a bit wishy-washy when it comes to that kind of stuff. I don't drink black coffee and I don't drink tea, so I just have water. So I don't eat until it's pretty much 16 hours. Whatever time you stop eating, 16 hours after that. So if we finish eating at 7:15, I just won't eat until 11:15 the next day. So it works out really well. I used to be a massive breakfast eater. I loved breakfast, and I'm doing okay. I'm all right. I've been able to do it for about, I think it's my 18th day today. There was one day that I didn't do it because I went out. I was doing, I had a day out with some girlfriends, and it just didn't work out, which is fine. I'm not bashing myself over it. So that's kind of what's been going on with my health, which is good. And I've seen some good changes on the scale, and I've got progress pictures. I've got my befores. I haven't done any. I probably won't do any until a month has gone by, so then I can really see what's been going on. So we are back at school and it's going okay. I am a little bit under the pump with my leadership role in terms of the technology side of things that I kind of look after at school. But unfortunately, it's nothing that I can do anything about, because it's other people, like other businesses that are helping us out, are not kind of pulling their weight, I suppose. So you just have to wait, and that's what I'm doing. So I guess I will move on now. It's been almost 10 minutes, so I should probably continue with some stitching stuff. So what I've got for you today is I'm going to show you my whip update. I've got 5 whips to show you. I'll talk about I might even do the whole, no, I'll do it afterwards. It's just a small amount. I'll talk about the giveaways and what's happening with those. Sorry if I look up, I'm trying to remember to look here. I've got a very quick showing of some other craft I've been doing, just one other craft. And then I'll talk to you about plans, and I've got kind of a new schedule for plans. You'll notice that I won't talk about magical stitches or semi-sewn stitches or any other challenges. I've bowed out of those. I haven't left the groups in case I do want to go back into them, but I'm really enjoying not flipping around so much. I guess that makes sense. Don't know. So I'm just going to grab the first one in the pile and go from there. So this one, and what I'm going to do in terms of before and afters is I will probably just screenshot my last video, or whenever you saw this design last, and we'll do it that way because it saves me a little bit of time editing, I think. So the first one is, oh, by the way, it's quite early for a Sunday. It's 9 o'clock, so my voice is a bit I haven't really talked to anyone yet. This is Hands On Design Seize the Day. I'm doing this big design here, and it also comes with this little like quilt square, but I chose to do this one. So here's what it looked like whenever I showed it last. I worked on this a little bit. I got a fair bit of progress. And it's just on a, I think it's 32 count. It might even be 36, but I'm pretty sure it's 32. It's just a blue linen that I got from my grandma. So here's where we are. Oh, that's actually showing up nicely. So what did I work on? I think I had some of this sail done here. Oh, it might have been some of this bit. So I kept going across here. This is the sun, I'm pretty sure, and this is the sky. So I did the sun and the sky, the words, the two sails, and I finished off this bit. The sails sucked. If you can see that, there's like a little grey pattern in there, and it was a fair bit of work just because it was really fiddly. But it was really nice to get that done. So if you look at the pattern, I'm over halfway now. What I need to do is finish the boat and do the fish and the actual sea, and then that one will be finished. So I'm guessing that next time I pull this out, I'll just keep going until it's done. It's really cute. I really like it when those bright colours came in with the oranges, because orange is my fave. And the blues were nice too. So that is that one. The next one I'm going to show you is one that, that's loud. The next one I'm going to show you is one that I'm currently working on. It is on the Q-snap, but there's not much progress off the Q-snap to show, so I decided not to take it off. Where am I going to put things? I didn't think this through. Just put that there, I guess. It's the mystical, I think it's mystical. I always say magical, but I think it's mystical. Medieval Mansion Cell by Tiny Modernist, and it's run through Lakeside Needlecraft. Here's what it will look like when it's finished, because it's already over. And here's what it will look like last time. I'm stitching this on a piece of 32 count Murano. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Murano from Sparkly's, called Welcome to the Jungle. And here's where I am. So I'm working on the first release, this door. I finished up the actual door bit last night. I actually did a fair bit. I did all of this and this bit here. And I have also finished the dragon that you would have seen before, but it's kind of tucked up in here, and I pretty much had almost finished it anyway, so I'm not going to take that out. So what do I have to do left? I need to finish the greenery here and the pot. There's another blue pot that you see here. It goes over here. And then there's like a little path, and then I've got to do some back stitching. I've got to continue this line across and down, and then around the door and the door handles, and around the pot, and then that one will be finished. Oh, and the little grey bits up here. It won't take me long. I'm hoping to get that done today, and then that little release will be done, and this will go away after that. So yes, I really do like how it's turning out. That door was pretty tedious though with the stripes. I don't know, I just didn't enjoy it, but I do like it when it's done, which is the problem sometimes. Okay, this next one I did on the plane when I was on holidays, and when I came home I just kept going until I was happy to stop. And it's the geometric line from Cross Stitch Crazy magazine. It's from May 2017, issue 228, if you're wondering. And I can only show you like that because it's on the pattern page. And here's where it was last time. I'm stitching this on a piece of Sparkly's 32 count Murano. I'm pretty sure it was a fabric of the month. I don't have which month. It's like a yellowy fabric with the purple splodges all through it, I guess. And here's where we are now. So there we are, sort of. Pretty much halfway. So his eyes are done. A lot of the mane is finished. I put in a colour that I didn't have, which was, I think it was in here and in here as well, a pinky red colour. So next time I work on it, I've just been working down, and because it's geometric, it's symmetrical as well. So let's say I did this bit of pink here, I would then go and do it over here and just keep doing it like that and just work my way down. Yes, I'll tell you about what's plans for that one in plans, I suppose. So I did a fair bit of that, yeah, like I said, on the plane, and then some more when I got home. The next one is actually a new start I had. I had it pretty soon after my last video. I can't really remember actually when I started it. I'm just going to see if I've got the cover. Not that one. Perhaps I don't. Oh yes, I do. Excellent. This is Hufflepuff. I can't remember the designer's name, so I'll put it up on the screen or link it somewhere. Now the background is not stitched. That's the kind of fabric colour they suggest. I've got a similar-ish fabric colour. I wonder if I have the name of it. I think again it's a Sparkly's 32 count Merino, and I'm pretty sure it was just a fabric of the month. I haven't chopped it, I've just kind of started in the top right, and that's where I am. And by the way, anytime I say 32 count, it's 2/2. So that's where we are. I just have to fill in, there's a colour missing up here I need to put in, and there's a little bit more down the bottom, and then there's some more swirly stuff and some backstitch, and then that page will be finished. The pages aren't too big. This page is small and the bottom pages are small. The next page across will be quite large because it's the main part of the pattern. But I really like how that's turning out. I love the colour scheme, even though obviously there's browns, but it looks really cool. I'm excited to do that tree that's in the middle of it. Yeah, that's Hufflepuff. And the last one is the one I probably had the most progress on since you saw it last time. And I will be explaining why pretty soon. All my project bags, by the way, are from Taryn from Teaser Handmaids, and I always link her. She's awesome and she's Australian and she's so well priced. It's the Sew to Stitch Princess Collection. And here's where I was the last time that you saw it, if I can find it. If not, that's okay. This is being stitched on a 32 count even weave from Sew It All called Cloud Green. So check this out. Wow. I've finished Snow White, including the border around her. I might just do this for a second. So that's Snow White. Oh my gosh. There we go. She's super duper cute, looking real cheeky. So I did the border down here as well. And then I've made a really good start on Rapunzel. And Rapunzel is about halfway done. So when I finished Snow White and did the border at the bottom, I came straight up to the top. I didn't stop, and I did the border here because I knew if I didn't do that border, I wouldn't want to come back. So I'm going to do the same thing with the next one. So that's her. She's completely backstitched everything that I can do there. I've left some stuff down here because I need to stitch in there first. So she's about halfway done. What I have left on her is her big purple dress, like the skirt of her dress, and just her shoes. Oh, she's not wearing shoes, it's like bare feet, and then the border at the bottom, and then the next border. So there's those two lovely girls together. Now this is my oldest whip apart from Epic Pokemon. So I was pretty happy to have some time on that and to get some really good progress. I think it took me about 10 days to do Rapunzel, and that was with some no stitching days. And a lot of it is just an hour or so after work. Like there's not a whole lot of time there, considering I do go to the gym after work because I can't in the morning because I'm too tired. I go to the gym after work for about half an hour, so I do get less stitching time, but it's my body, I need to look after it. So they're my whips that I've worked on. Not everything, obviously, but I have, really enjoyed doing those. So let's go into haul really quickly. It's not anything crazy. It is just Stitchy Kindness. I didn't buy anything. Stitchy Kindness from my beautiful friend Adele Cat Stitches on Instagram. She's on Facebook and a whole bunch of groups. If you're in Frooks, you know her. And I'm going to show you what she sent me, and it's a lovely package, and I'm pretty sure, what did she say in her card? It was like, it's a Xmas and birthday gift all in one. My birthday was in February, in case you think that it just happened. No, it didn't. This came to me a little while ago as well. So, and Adele's from Scotland and I'm in Australia, so I don't even care. So she sent me this really sick card. It's Jasmine, looking fly as hell. And she also sent me some cute little postcards. This is another Jasmine one. Really cute. Then we've got a little Peter Pan one. A Peter Pan. Peter Rabbit. Super cute. And there's actually a Peter Rabbit here, because I love Peter Rabbit. Childhood memories, you know what I mean? So they're the little cards I got. Now she sent me 3 jewellery design threads. So we've got Caribbean seeds. It's coming out pretty good. We've got Rack and Ruin. And my absolute favourite, we've got Firelight. I love this one. They are my colours. So cute. Awesome. Didn't stop there though. A couple pieces of fabric as well. This is a Jewellery Designs November 8, 2018 limited edition, and it's the fabric to go with Firelight. They're the same name. It's 32 count merino and it's a 9x13 piece. Oh my god. I think that might be my favourite fabric I own. It's so beautiful. Love it. And the second piece of fabric she sent me, if I just move that one out of the way, was from Chromatic Alchemy, and it's called, if I can read upside down, Georgia? I'm not sure. 32 count merino, and it's this crazy pink fabric. Not crazy, but crazy cute. Very Adele. I'm surprised she even let this go. But it's beautiful, and I will definitely be able to find something on to put on there. Okay, we stopped filming. I hope you saw this fabric. If not, it's Chromatic Alchemy, 32 count merino, Georgia, I'm not too sure. Beautiful pink fabric. Probably going to put a sewed stitch on it. I don't know if you saw that or not, but anyway. She sent me this awesome cross stitch journal, and it's by It's So Emma Stitchery, and I think she bought 2 or something. She sent me one. So what it is I'll do a quick flip through of it. There's a list that you can write your stitchy list on, and then it has notes at the back, thread inventory at the back, and then it's got spots for 50 projects. So for example, here's number 13. I don't have a 13th project, but that's what it has. So it's got pattern name and designer, the start date, the end date, stitched on, stitch count, stitch size, floss, time tracker, and notes, which is really cool. Now I've very, very basically filled this in. I haven't done everything on there. For example, my second project is Princess Collection, because I do it in kind of chronological order, and I've just put in the name and designer, the start date, and the stitch count. Sorry, the stitched on. I don't know why I put stitch count. Or is that how many stitches there are? I'm guessing so. So that's what I've put there. I haven't done anything else. So I have these in order. Really cool. So I love this. I will keep using it. Every time I start a project or have notes for a project or finish a project, I will have bits and pieces to put in there. So that's really cool. So thanks, Adele. Love you very, very, very much. I'm just going to put it all back over here though. Let's really quickly talk giveaway. I need to catch up. I have not sent anything. I haven't done anything about the giveaway. I know I had one last video. I will get to it. You don't need to do anything to be entered into that one. Just watch my last one and you'll see. You do have to leave a comment, but if you've already left a comment, you don't have to write anything on this video. I'll just use the ones from the one before. But in here, up there, I have all my giveaways I need to send, and there's quite a few. So I just want to get it all gone, and then I will start again because it's getting a little bit over the top. And I am going to be putting my videos back to monthly because I'm not doing magical stitches. I'm not working on as many projects. So I will have less giveaways, but that will give me more time to send things out and it won't be as much all the time. Okay, I haven't got much left. I've got to do, just really quickly show you another craft I've been doing, and then I've got plans after that. So after my reports were finished, I wanted something to do that was not writing based or anything. So I had been watching a YouTuber who is quite popular, and he's an artist and he's from Australia, and his name is Jazza. His channel is Draw with Jazza, and I've been watching his videos, and he had done some Hama beads beading, and he made a really cool thing with that. So I decided to grab some and have a go, and I kind of got obsessed for a bit. I haven't done it in a while, but I might go back to it, and I'm thinking I'm going to use these as, I'm going to make them into like keychains for my kids for their end of year presents they like to make. So I'm going to show you the ones I made. So here's a little bolster. It's very much pixel art. So you put the beads on like a pegboard thing, and then you iron them with baking paper over the top, and then they kind of melt together. So that's the front side, and that's the back that's been melted, if that makes sense. So there's that one. There's a little Pikachu. So they're very similar, those two. And I've got Dratini, which I love. It's one of my favourites that I've done. Very cute. Charmander, so he goes with these ones. Now I'm really sad because I didn't have the colours for Squirtle, so I need to get the colours for Squirtle. I made a strawberry because why not? It's adorable. So cute. I made an octopus because it's really cool. I made Spidey. I really like Spidey. He's really cool. Lots of red. I didn't have much red after he was finished. And this is like actually the second one I did, and it's probably my favorite, is this little fox. Really cute. So I just looked up some designs online and just had a look. I even just looked up pixel art and just chose colors for them. So really cool. It's a cute little activity to do, I suppose. So that's the other craft I've been doing. And I've also been doing some drawing, not as much recently, but I have been doing it. I'm not comfortable showing them though. I definitely have not done, I'm not skilled enough to show them off yet, so I'll get there. Now before I talk about plans, I just wanted to say as well that I am going to the lauraxstitches retreat in November, which is an Australian retreat that's run by Mitch Stitch and Crafty Curator, I think. Is it Crafty Curator? Oh my gosh, I don't know. No, Creative something. I'm terrible. But anyway, I saw it on Mitch Stitch's Instagram, and my mum is going to come with me and my granny is going to come with me, and I've talked about Granny a lot, so if you're going, you're going to meet the famous Granny. She's going to bring some stuff for the brag table that she did about 70 years ago. So it's going to be pretty awesome. We're going to be going for the whole time. Not much else is planned yet. We've got a place to stay, but that's about it. So if you're going, let me know and we can hang out and take some photos together. I'm really looking forward to seeing everybody stitching, and I'll probably do some kind of vlog with this camera that I've got while we're there. So I'm really excited. So that's the Mittagong Stitching Retreat. Now, let's talk plans. This might take a little bit because I have to get my head around it too. So when I came back from Queensland, I kind of had to figure out what I was going to do for stitching because I wasn't sure yet. So I think I pulled out Princess Collection, or I picked it somehow, I don't know. And then I decided that I really want to focus on that one to get it done. It is a big piece. They're not small ladies, they're big ladies. So I know it's going to take a while, but it being my oldest non-full coverage whip, I do want to get it done. So what my plan is, and I might just grab it, not the whole thing, just the cover photo, to explain what I'm talking about. So the plan is that every time I stitch on this, I have a goal. So let's say, for example, when I get to it, oh my God, how amazing, Sleeping Beauty. The goal would be to get about half of her done, which is usually her head and hair, the top of her dress and her arms. So I would do that, and the name and the border. and get it completely backstitched and everything. So then once that's done, I would put it away just like I did for Rapunzel over here. Then what I've been doing is I've given some whips some priority. I've got a couple whips in the background that aren't getting worked on, but they'll get there. And I've given them each a number, and I've got 7. And what I've been doing is I've just been asking people to pick a number between 1 and 7. So Rita picked the first one and Adele picked the second one. I've only done a couple of rotations of it. I think one was a random spin, I think, and then I decided just to ask people. So yeah, so that's what the plan is. Once I do half, I stop, I ask someone for a number, I do that goal, which I'll explain soon, and then I go back and do the other half and get it finished. So once Medieval Mansion, that door block is done, I'll come back and I'll finish up Rapunzel. I'll do, so you can see a purple dress and her feet and the end of her hair. I'll do this border and this border, whatever's on that page, and then I'll stop, I'll do a goal, and I'll come back and I'll start Little Mermaid and do about half of her. Hope that makes sense. Now, in terms of the whips that I've chosen to focus on, they're going to be no surprises pretty much. I've said before in my videos that I want to have, I think it's about 6 whips on the go. I think it's 6. I have a little list back here. So the plan is to have a full coverage, a large, a medium, a small, and a mirror. So that's 5, but eventually I'd like to add a chatelaine to that. So at the moment I have 3 full coverages, 3 large pieces, 2 mirrors, 1 medium, and 2 smalls on the go. I know that the full coverages will take ages to get to 1, but that's okay. The rest I do want to keep at 1. So I've got 1 medium, which is good. The way I work that out is just kind of, if it's 100 by 100 or less, it's a small. If it's 100 by 100 to 200 by 200, yes, that's right, it's a medium, and then anything above that's a large. And then mirrors are their own category because I have a whole bunch. So I'm going to go through each whip that is on my list, and I'm going to tell you about the goal for those. So the first one's Epic Pokemon, which I have here. Oh, on the frame. This is my full coverage that I'm focusing on. Haven't worked on it in ages, but I will get to it. See that page? I think it's 13. Yes, page 13 of 25. The goal for that one is half a page. So if this comes up next, I'll probably, to be honest, just finish that page because it's all over the shop. I'm still trying to decide if I want to do it like that or if I want to go back to parking. I don't really know. I can't see. But I think you can see the page. So I'll do that. Yeah, I'm not sure what to do for that one. I keep seeing diagonal stitching too. I kind of want to try that. So I might just try it on the next page and see if I like it. And if I don't, I'll go back to the old faithful parking method. So if that one pops up, it pops up. These are in no particular order. I'm just going by the sizes. So Castle Sale, which I showed you before, that is a release. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more releases I'm going to need to do, I think. I think it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, it might just be 5. 5 more. So 5 more times they get to chosen, pretty much. The next one is Kings and Queens of the UK. Now, I only recently included this. I don't know why I've left it out, but it's back in. It's back in. Oh, by the way, in terms of full coverage pieces, I have 2 other ones. I've got a mini Hade and a full size Hade on the go. The next focus one will be the mini because it's the first one I started. And I have 3 large pieces, which I'm showing you now. So this is Kings and Queens of the UK. I won't show you what it will look like eventually because you'll kind of get the point. It's just a bunch of kings and queens in a row. So I think what I said for this one is I need to kind of trial it. I think I either want to do half a line or a full line. It'll just depend on how long it takes me to do them. So next time this pops up, I'll trial half, see how long that takes. And if it's only been a few days, then I might keep going for the full line. So that's where we are now. I was doing 1 a month, but that kind of stopped. 1 king or queen a month, I mean. The other large piece I have out of the 3 is the Princess Collection. That always gets chosen, so that's not part of the 7 because I do need a break on it. So I just don't include that in the 7. Now I have 2 mirrors on the go. I'm only including 1 because I only want to work on 1 at a time. And the one that is not included is Enchanted Mermaid, because I've got a tiny little start on that. That will be the next one to focus on. The one I am focusing on is Renaissance Mermaid. And this is actually my, I think it's the 3rd oldest one. Let me check my journal. I think I started this next, yeah. It was in September 2017, so it's almost 2 years old. So once Princesses is done, if this isn't finished, this will be the next focus. Oh, I have a thread on there. Why is it? Oh, I clearly just stopped it. So here she is. She's really getting there. She's so pretty. My gosh, every time I pull it out, I'm like, wow. So I think my next goal on this is just to finish the tail. So this bit up here. This one isn't like a do half or do whatever. It's just kind of finished sections. So after the tail, I'm guessing it'll be like the bag she's holding. I might grab out what she looks like. So I'll finish this as my next goal. And then I guess I can probably do the bag and some beading and then she's done. I'll see how long this takes me to do. I might even split that in 2, but it just depends how long it takes. But then it's just the bag and then beading. Some little bit of back stitch. The beading will take ages, there's heaps of beads. There are 6, 7, 8, 9 packs to go through and 2 treasures to put on as well. But that's okay. So that's my mirror that I'm focusing on. The medium piece is Hufflepuff that I showed you before, and that one is half a page just because the pages are so big. What I'll do is the next time I pull that out, I'll finish the page that I'm currently on and see how long that takes, and then if I've got a bit of time, like some more days, kind of if it only takes me a day or 2 days, I might spend a couple more days starting the next page, probably not doing half, but starting the next one and then getting it on to probably being half and half. Now my 2 smalls are Geometric Lion, that's the first one, and the goal for that one is to do a quarter. So I have half left. It's just, the reason I chose a quarter is just because it's a lot. There's actually quite a lot of stitching. It's all filled in, there's no negative space. So I'll do a quarter, which is pretty much a couple lines, I guess, on the pattern. And then the next time I work on it, it'll be done. So it needs 2 more rotations. And seize the day is to get it finished. The next time I pull it out, that will be done. So then I will just have the 1 small left. I think what I'm going to do is, so particularly for the medium and the smalls, because they're the ones that are most likely to have none left in them. So let's say, for example, the next 2 times I pick things or get people to pick things, they pick the smalls and all my smalls are done. I will keep it at 7, or might be 6 then. Yeah, it'll be 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I'll keep it at 6. And if they pick the one that I deem a small, whatever number that is, I'll just have a new start and I'll pick, using my wheel of smalls, I will pick a new start. And same with Hufflepuff, if that gets chosen a bit and I finish that, I'll spin a wheel of my medium sized ones and I'll have a new start. So I just keep having 1 in each category. But the rest, like I've got to finish Kings and Queens and the Castle Cell and Princesses before I get to start a new large. So that's not going to happen for a while. And same with the mirrors, I've got 2 mirrors to do and 3 full coverage pieces. So that's not happening. It's most likely to be smalls, mediums, larges, mirrors, like in that order, and then full coverage. Oh no, small, medium, mirrors. Oh, I don't know. Enchanted Mermaid's a big girl. The other mirror I've got going. So they're my plans. So if you get a random message from me saying, hey, can you pick a number from 1 to 7? That's why. And you don't know, I might just pick you randomly. Probably on Instagram would be the place that I do that because it's easiest to message people on there. I've got my idea of who I'm going to ask next, which I'm actually going to need to ask them like today. No, I'm not, because I've got to work on Rapunzel next week. That's it, I think. I really hope I get to see you at Mittagong Stitches Retreat if you're going. Like I said, please let me know so we can hang out, take a selfie, and go shopping together. Go into the mirror room at Victoria House. So fun. So I hope you were happy to see me back. I don't know. I'm happy to be back. It's been fun. I am going to head off and edit this, and while editing I'll probably might even stitch while I'm editing. If not, I'll quickly edit, and then I think I'm going to take the dogs to my parents' house for a big walk and get my walk in for the day. Sundays is pretty cruisy in terms of working out. I just like to go for a walk. We did 3.5 Ks last time, so we might try and do that again. And then I need to do grocery shopping and we've got a flat pack wardrobe thing we've got to make, which won't take too long. We might even do that sooner rather than later just to get it out of the way, and then I'll stitch. That's the plan. I finished an assignment yesterday for my studying, so I have like this massive weight lifted off my shoulders. I have one due in a month, but I'm not going to start it for a couple of weeks. I'll probably start it 2 weeks before it's due. And it feels great. I've got 2 more left for the year and then I'm done. So I'm really looking forward to that. Thanks for stopping by and watching. I hope you could understand my plans. I'm really looking forward to getting through some stuff that way, especially princesses. Let me just check. If it's taking me, it takes me, I would say, about 20 days per thing. Per girl. So 20, 40, 60, that's 3 months. 80, that's 2 months. I reckon I've got 3 months left on her. I've got about 90 days left. Is that right? 20, 40, 60 is 3, 2. And then 80, 90, yeah, 3 months. What's in 3 months? August, September, October. I could have it done for the retreat? Question mark, question mark? Maybe I should make that a goal and try and get it done for the retreat, and then I can take it and put it on the brag table. We'll see how we go. Depends on how my other pieces go as well, how quick I get through those. Yeah, it's probably not going to happen. But we don't know. I could even finish it there. That'd be cool. Anyway, I need to leave. Thanks again for watching. I am caught up on Flosstube. I need to start finding some new people. I've been really, and I've said this before and I'll say it again, it's okay not to watch everybody. I've been thinking about who I'm watching and what I'm really enjoying, and I've definitely got my subscriber list that I subscribe to down to really nice, as in I'm watching people that I really love, and I love seeing what they're doing. Even if I don't stitch that kind of stuff, I really like what they're doing. So it's okay if you don't like everyone. You don't have to watch people, and you don't even have to watch people that apparently everybody else watches. That's okay. If you don't like them, like their personality, that's fine. You don't have to like everyone. I think we need to remember that sometimes, especially it seems in Flosstube everyone watches the same people, and it's okay to watch other people. There's my rant for the day. Anywho, have a wonderful weekend if you're watching this when I put it out. And I'll probably see you, what date is it? It's the end of July, so I'll probably see you at the end of August.